Good morning, hockey family. Etienne from Field Hockey Education. In today's video, we'll be having a nice little discussion about transferring at the back. This will be in relation to the previous video I made where the back rotations of your team that you can make, and now we're just going to work on how the transferring of the ball will go if you move your defenders in that specific areas, and how to just get out of situations at the back with your back three or back four. It's just a couple of ways that you can get out. Obviously, a lot of coaches have different ways of getting out and outletting with their specific formation, but this is just a couple of ways that you can transfer out and trying to get out of the back to go forward and trying to get opportunities to score in your game and in your formation that you can use. So I hope this video will help you in this scenario and situation. Thank you for watching this video, and let's go. If you have not subscribed yet, please click that little icon in the bottom corner. Please like this video because it shows the support towards my channel. Thank you for all the support so far in this channel. I really do appreciate it, and enjoy the next video. So playing at the back to transfer, let's say we start with a nice back four. So you, as outside backs, you need to be able to go forward and need to be able to come back. So forward, back. If you transfer at the back, especially the center backs, you need to be able to move as well. So don't be one of the center backs that is just standing still. If you pass the ball, you need to be able to realign, to make angles, to try and manipulate the forwards to make gaps to pass through. So let's say there's some midfielders you can pass through as well, but you, especially the players on the side, you're going to be attacking option to go forward, but you also need to be able to look at the scenarios if they transfer the ball on this side, that you need to be able to move either infield so that you're an option, or you need to move back so that you're an option so that they can pass the ball to you. So with transfer wise, let's just get this out here. We'll go back four just for the sake of most of the coaches to play back four. So back four. So it's a nice little transfer from, let's say we'll transfer from this side and we'll go, or the ball's over here. What one of the transfers can be is if this outside back moves to this center back, this center back will move across to more or less here, and then we'll have this center back will move to the outside back, and outside back will be there. So one of the transfers can be that where they transfer really quickly, so they're trying to eliminate the press with an extra number, being this outside back, to quick communication to get the ball up there and use this outside back as an extra player so you can attack down the line. You can do the opposite side as well, but it has to be good, clear, quick communication from the outside back to say just step off, and then everybody just moves as quick as possible. That can be one of the nice little transfer that you can get to get out. You also have a midfielder there that you can use as this to get the ball there and use a nice little 2v1 on the side. Just remember, if you do this, you don't have an outside back on this side. So this midfielder, if he's going to open receive and go this way, or close receive to go this way, he needs to know that there's not going to be an outside back to help him out. So this, if you're going to do this type of transfer, it has to be like, if you're going to do it, you're going to attack down this line. And exactly the same on this side. If you're going to do this on this side, you're going to attack it down this line. So another way with the back rotations that we spoke of in the previous videos is if we have back four once again, and we get the center midfielder, and there's the other midfielders. The center midfielder is going to step into this position to make it a back three. So let's just take out this. So the center backs will be back three, making that these outside backs will go up high. You can then get a center forward or one of the forwards to come and help, just for the sake of making it a back five. So now you back five because the center back moved into this. So you back three. So if you're going to go transfer the ball, you have now an option to go there. If that option's out, you have an option to go infield, where you can use a 2v1 once again, like the previous transfer. But with this midfielder, you can close receive and you can actually use the opposite midfielder now, where this midfielder can, maybe if you really want to, this center back can move into this spot, so they can use, if they transfer the ball that side, this center back can actually move, the outside back can move into that position, making it that the outside back will be more further up the line, so they can pass the ball to him there, being a nice little option. And now they can pass the ball to the left back or left outside back or right that has moved up the line. So meaning that now we've got an overload with players. Or if you want to, you can just keep, for safety wise and defensive wise, you can keep that outside back or center back that move there, and they can be used as well for an option if the press is really pressing you. You can use that, and then you can use the nice little triangle. If the ball decides to go from here to that side, you can also use this midfielder, but then this midfielder can use the striker as well that came back, and this striker can then either decide to go on the sides. So if you're in back five, if the center midfielder came into the back for transferring purposes, there's a lot of options that you can have to outlet to get past the strikers from the press. But these midfielders are going to work really hard to try and get gaps for you to use, but it's also a quick, it's not receiving, taking 5 touches. So it's trying to maybe have, if you pass this ball there, have a quick little touch into the space so that you can go forward. So that's one of the transfers options you can take. So if we take this out again to make it back 5 once, or back 4 once again, just to have another way of eliminating the press, is you want always your outside backs to be ahead of the ball, never behind the ball, if you want to go forward and trying to get the ball out. But what you can do is you can try and get your, that's why I said at the beginning, you need to try and get these guys to go up and down before you set up, so that they can manipulate the press to have maybe one option where if they manipulate the press and they end up here, they can, one of the center backs can actually pass the ball quickly to eliminate the front parts of the press. So with the transferring at the back, your back 4, that's why I said at the beginning, you need to try and get your back 4 to be really verticalizing, actually running and making angles by moving around. You can even have one of these center backs move into the midfield for an option if you transfer the ball. So let's say you start the ball there, you transfer, you can't go forward, but then this midfielder or this center back moved into this space and the ball comes back to him, he can quickly play them, close receive and then play them. That's also an option that you can do for transferring to get out of the press. So you need to be able to tell your back 4 that they need to start moving. But this is also to try and get this transferring around is you need to practice this in practice, where you have your back four and you say, okay, cool, let's try this, because they need to get used to running and getting this player to quickly move there. It needs to be a sync movement. So this is a nice little ways of you can practicing with your back four, and your midfielder can also come in to help with this whole transferring and trying to get out of the opposition press. So that was the nice little examples you can do with transferring. It all depends on the way that you set up as a coach and your formation to be able to get out of the back with transfer and outletting. This was just a little bit of examples that you can use and manipulate in your way so it can work in your system. Thank you for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for all the support so far in this channel. I really do appreciate it. See you next time. Bye bye.